Hey everyone and welcome into today's video. This is the YouTube viewers choice. You guys have voted and we are going to do a quick update on Nndm followed by Tesla in another video, guys. So we're going to look at the technical analysis standpoint and a tiny bit of information and news, although most of these daily updates are going to be now about technical updates on the charts because I want you guys to be as tech savvy as possible. So when it comes to your own knowledge, guys, when you are looking at a chart, you'll be able to come onto TradingView by yourself and you will be able to gain value from these videos. If you go down there, make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Hit that notification bell for me and turn it into a beautiful blue and turn it on, and that way you'll be notified every time I make a video like this, and you guys will then be tech savvy and ready to start those investments for yourself, and you'll be able to get in at those cheaper prices down here when we hit those areas of support, and that way you are going to make the best fundamental and technical decision, guys, to invest in a stock for the long term, which is going to give you the best bang for your buck. And that way over the long term, guys, you are going to see a substantial gain on your account rather than investing at those all-time highs because you don't know how to read a chart. So there's no good, guys, buying in up here because again, what had happened if you bought in at the very start of this year when Nndm was at $17 and now it has come all the way back down to $6. This is why we want to pay attention to the chart technicals. And a quick plug, if you would like to access my private buy and sell alerts and join a fantastic community of awesome traders, then be sure to check out the link to the private Patreon. I will leave it in the description below. We have been absolutely smashing it on the Patreon over the last couple of weeks. We have seen some substantial gains on a lot of those positions. So guys, I'm on tradingview.com and I'm using the 4-hour time frame up here. And again, all of these candles represent a 4-hour time zone. If I zoom in, you guys can see I always start by saying this. Every single one of these red and green lines is a 4-hour time zone. So guys, I have drawn in a layer of support around here for you guys to already see, and I have also drawn a top layer of resistance up here and a small blue resistance on the $17 mark. As you can see, a resistance is a high ceiling where we can expect prices to go in the future, and once again these prices are hit, we will expect a lot of selling pressure to enter the market. Vice versa for a support layer. Once a stock reaches this support layer, guys, we can expect buyers to enter the market, and again that stock to then continue up onto its next path. Now guys, this is quite a high layer of resistance, so I don't expect us to come up here for a very long time, but technically if I was going to draw a new line on here for a resistance at these levels on the 4-hour chart, you can see that we did have a lot of area of resistance around this mark here of the $9 range, so right around that $9 mark. But you guys can see here that again this is a layer of resistance we have tested here 3 times before, so this goes to show me, guys, that once Nndm does like to hit this layer of $9, we do usually see a lot of selling pressure, and you can see this is at areas where we have been overstretched in the past on the RSI, and once we do come up to that 70 on the relative strength index, which is an indicator that you can add in up here, guys, the relative strength index, you can use this to your advantage. Once it hits the 70 zone, which is what has happened up here, it's hit the 70 layer on the RSI, and this is the 30, you can expect prices to actually move downwards again with a lot of selling pressure, and once it hits that 30, you can expect this to have a lot of buying pressure, and you can expect the price of that stock then to increase. So right now, guys, we are at a very nice layer of support technically for Nndm. We have come down and tested this as a layer of support more than 4 times over the last 6 months. So again, this is 1, 2 and 3 and then 4 times. So what I'm expecting Nndm to do technically, guys, in the next couple of weeks is to retest those highs again onto the 200-day moving average, which again, and the 100-day moving average, which is this purple and these red lines. So we are going to see a price increase back up to the $7.50 very, very soon, probably in the next week or two. And once we do actually cross over that line, if we can break above this 50 on the RSI and hold it as a retest and move upwards, then we are going to see those highs retested of around $8 to $9. So my price prediction for Nndm coming over the next few weeks, guys, is to in fact increase about 15%, because if we can go all the way back up to that $8 mark, then we are going to see about a 15% increase as a swing trade on Nndm. So if you are someone that is looking to get into Nndm right now at these levels, this is a very nice layer. Now, if we come quickly, just for a little bit of backing on Twitter, guys, they have had a new announcement where they have a new joint venture now with James. And this is some information that has come out on their Twitter over the last week. So if you want to watch this clip here, you can watch it. It's got not too much information, but it's basically saying how one of their customers is in fact using their product right now and moving it and shifting it, and they are seeing this as the vision, as the future of 3D printing, and this is what is going to be the new normal. So this is a very advanced industry, guys, and if we come into Cathie Wood's ARK Invest Autonomous Technology ETF, the ARK Q holdings, we can see that she has over 7.4 million shares of Nndm still, holding very, very strong in her top 20, guys. This is position number 19. Now, I do expect this in the long run to be up there in her top 10 position over the next 5 years, because she has more shares of this, guys, than anything else inside this entire ETF. So once we do see those prices cross over again into double digits, this stock is going to fly up, and I do believe that in the long term, Cathie Wood is positioning this to be a very, very strong winner, and possibly, like I said, into her top 10 holdings inside that ARK Q ETF. Now, we know that 3D printing is the future, guys, and again, you have to remember that this company isn't doing very much in revenue right now, because this is very much the early stages. 3D printing is only just coming about. It is a new technology that a lot of companies are only just starting to wrap their heads around, but once we move into that new era, that shift into innovation over the next 5 to 10 years, we are going to see how automobile cars are going to be redeveloped. We are going to need these 3D printing companies to step in, especially for that aerospace and technology sector, and it's going to be much faster for them to print these 3D circuit boards, which are used all over the world for so many different technologies. And if we come on also to Yahoo Finance, you can see, guys, that we are positioned at 1.6 billion, and they added about 500 million to their balance sheets from cash dilutions over the last year. So they are positioning themselves very, very strongly right now. And we also have two analysts right now for the month of July that have this rated as a strong buy and a buy on here as well. So that is some new bullish information there about Nndm. So my price prediction for Nndm, I am holding this for about 5 to 10 years, guys. I'm not really selling any of my stock unless all of a sudden it flew up to $15 to $20 in the next few months, and then I would be taking some profits. I have been investing in Nndm since it was around that $2 mark, guys, all the way back around this time last year, and all the way back until March time last year when the pandemic did hit. This did become my second highest holding inside my portfolio, and I did watch that delicious run up in my account. I took a tiny bit of profit, guys, and then again it came back down, and I'm still holding strong on some of my position, because again, I really do believe that we are going to see a shift in this innovation space. So if you're someone looking to day trade and swing trade, like I said, this is going to be a nice layer of support where you can get in and you can sell at around that $8 mark over the next few weeks. And if we do actually start to push up and then we retest off this 200-day moving average, that is going to be the new floor, and we can expect to pin bar around that range of about $7 to $9. Now, if we do break down below that support, guys, that I have drawn on, then the next layer of support is just below, which is around that $5 mark. But I think that we have a very strong layer of support here, and I don't think that's going to happen. As you saw, we did actually test down here, and we have now made a higher low. So if I was to draw a line here, you can see that we have a higher low. So we are actually in a bullish divergence here, coming up on the RSI as well. So I do expect this price to actually start to shift upwards. And again, it is just then about waiting for the fundamentals to line up with the technicals, and we have to wait then until we have earnings out before we have any major catalysts that would in fact push this stock above this top layer of resistance that I have drawn on for the $9 price range. So guys, if you learned anything new from this video, then be sure to give this video a big thumbs up below, and make sure that you have hit that big subscribe button. I hope that you did enjoy this style of video today, and I hope you learned something new about the technicals on the chart, how to use some of those indicators, and again, why it is no good buying at those all-time highs, because again, you're not going to be making that money. Because if I was going to buy in a layer of resistance, and then again you were to hold this, you'd be back holding, and now you'd be down over 70% on your position, which is why you need to wait, guys, until those technicals line up and you can get in at the ground floor at those layers of support, as I like to call it, and then you can sell at those areas of resistance if you are someone that is looking to swing trade, or again, if you are someone that's looking to hold this for the long term, then you can also do that as well. So thanks, guys. My name is Jason. I hope to see you back on my channel soon for some more content on investing. If you would like access at any point to my private buy and sell alerts, then be sure to join the private Patreon. I will leave a link below in the description, and I hope to see you guys inside, and a huge thank you and shout out to all of my patrons, and again all of my recent patrons that have joined. You guys are absolutely amazing and I really appreciate your support. Have a fantastic week, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Ciao.